What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? DJ Yoakley with you, along with Max Solo. We got Ty. Ty, you're going to have to move your camera a little bit so you don't look like Mr. Wilson from Tool Time. And then we've got Munson there. And hi. Well, we have a little Munson there for a minute. And then we've got, we'll bring in Reliable Sources here. There he is. Reliable Sources joins the show from the G Burbick Farm Studios. We're having some technical difficulties getting the K Squared marketing girls in here right now. We're going to try to get that fixed by the end of the show. So if you're tuned in for them, hopefully we can get them on. If not, we will have a rain check for them. But yeah, sometimes it happens. It's a little bit of technical difficulty, but a lot to talk about regardless. On today's show, gentlemen, as it stands right now, it is the day the music died today. The day the music died day. And what I've looked into, it was the day it. Okay, go ahead, Paul.
It's the day that the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and Buddy Holly all died.
They did. And it is featured in the song
from Don McLean, American Pie.
Yes, sir. That is it. Very good, Paul. And
it was in the movie La Bamba, and it was in the movie Buddy Holly.
Because that is severely depressing, we are going to look at it this way, and I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite? What was it? One-hit wonder music from whatever decade, whatever genre. What is your favorite one-hit wonder from the music world? We'll start with Ty. How about you?
Oh, man. You might have to skip me on this one. I'm not sure. I got to think about this one because there's a few one-hit wonders that I can recall.
All right, we'll skip you. We'll go to Quinn, a.k.a., again, Reliable Sources. Quinn, what's your favorite one-hit wonder?
Probably Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus.
There you go. The K-Square marketing girls are here. They made their way in. The magic blue button. What's your favorite one-hit wonder from a music standpoint?
That's really hard. I think we were talking about this before, and now I can't remember. Well, so I feel like the '90s were the best decade for one-hit wonders. I don't know about anybody else, but I really like the Rembrandts. I think I'll Be There For You. They did the, obviously the Friends theme song. I love that one. Chumbawamba. Oh, I know. One Headlight by the Wallflowers. So.
Okay. I like that. Those are some really good ones, especially from the 90s. Paul, you take it back a little deeper than that usually.
Hey, there's only one, and it's my jam. I know every word. Sing it in the car, sing it at weddings. And it's Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice.
He had more than one hit.
No, he didn't.
He had plenty of hits.
Okay.
Can't name them right now.
Maybe to the bank account, but not on the charts.
He had Go Ninja Go from the Turtles.
Okay, no.
Just saying. Mac, how about you?
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby Got Back.
All right. See, I was gonna say Tub Thumpin' by Chumbawamba. That was my go-to. Trying to think of another one. That Thing You Do, because it was from a movie and it was the Wonders, but they called them the Oneaters. I was always a big fan of that movie and that song. I mean, anytime time comes on, I'm sitting there with the drums. Hopefully, I'm not driving at the time because that's never a good thing. But those are your one-hit wonders off of the Day the Music Died Day. Severely depressing, but I think, hang on, the other option was not any better because it was, oh crap, there it goes. It was National Missing Persons Day. So I think I like this one just a little bit better for what we're trying to do. All right, so let's get to some comments before. What do you have here? Trivia Tuesday was yesterday, Paul.
Yes, George.
Jenny, I don't know what. Oh, the song 8675309. All right. Oh, Ty, we have to come back to you. What's your song?
It would be now that I thought of it, "Tainted Love" by Soft Cell.
Well played.
Would be mine.
Sir Mix-a-Lot also had "Jump on It."
Yeah.
Dang it, Billy. Oh, we lost the girls. All right, we are on to internet. Seems to be a little bit slow today. Interesting. YSN rundown. What do we have here? Paul, what's the rundown tonight? We got a few games on the network. We got Liberty at Poland. Anthony's going to have that. Or Liberty versus Poland at Liberty. Anthony's got it. Niles versus JFK. Dom's going to have the call there. Boardman versus Cheney. Alex got it. And we've got Canfield versus Warren G. Harding. And, of course, we've got Struthers versus JFK. That's probably the big one of the night. So we'll keep you posted on all that. About 6 games on the network tonight. All of them, which can be attributed to our friends over at WRS Wealth Advisors, which is why we have the ladies on today, because they are very key and instrumental in not only that sponsorship and that partnership, but all of them here on the network. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but some big news today out of the area, and I'm sure everybody's seeing this across YSN, the other media outlets. Lots of area athletes signing to go to the next level today. We just did a story on Kyla Jamison of Salem, who is going to go to the Ivy Leagues at the University of Pennsylvania to be part of the track and field team, and she'll be throwing. She's also a 1,000-point scorer in basketball as well. We had Luke Fulton, right, going to Kentucky, and also Simons announcing that he's going to WVU to play football for the Mountaineers. These are some big names going to some big places. How proud are you at days like today of student athletes in our area that are representing and going to some really big schools? Billy, we'll start with you.
It's always cool, man. It's always cool. Valley gets put down enough, and it's really cool that we have these kids that get an opportunity to play college anywhere, being a college athlete anywhere, and to go to a big school or even a small school for that matter is something cool. This is coach's dream.
Paul, you've been a part of some of these with the Jake Gehring going to Ohio State, Trey Pancake going to Ohio State. Seeing some of these names going to some really big universities to play at some really good programs. What does it mean to you?
I mean, it just shows that we still have the talent here. Like Billy said, people want to kind of put down the area a little bit and say that we're, kind of the back burner. But, I mean, we still got some really good athletes here that come out of this area. And, Coach Phillips up there at YSU he's got a bunch of good signings there, too. So it kind of is a throwback to, when Tress was there. Keeping the local talent there, it showed what he could do. He had kept that local talent in the area, and this was the University of Youngstown, and he was able to win some national championships. So you keep these kids here, the talent we have here, I mean, you can do some good things. But it's always good to see those kids go to those bigger schools as well and have opportunities to shine there as well.
That kind of kicked off our day, actually. Clay Medvec from Springfield going to stay with YSU and join Coach Phillips and the squad. Ladies, I mean, you've seen a lot of athletes over the years. You know a lot of them. Springfield is the hometown, the alma mater. Talk to me about how exciting it is to see Clay Medvec or students, athletes like Clay, go to the next level and represent your alma mater or your schools in the area.
Well, it is. And I mean, I think it is exciting, and sort of to echo what you just said, is I think it's important to keep the talent in this area. Hopefully the student athletes stay close to home, and then maybe they come back here in their professional lives and continue to contribute to the betterment of our community in this area. Talking from a personal standpoint, anytime you see a Springfield kid make it to the next level, and I'm sure I speak for graduates of small schools everywhere, smaller schools like that take exceptional pride in when their athletes move to the next level. And I think it's awesome that Coach Phillips is doing such a great job of recruiting locally. That's really exciting, and it's going to put butts and seats in the stands, hopefully. We're YSU alum too, so it's exciting on a few different levels, I think, for us personally. And side note, Coach Phillips was our kindergarten gym teacher.
Coach Phillips, one of my favorite people. I mean, huge fan of what we do here at YSN, and he is doing a kick-ass job of recruiting and putting the YSU program back on the map. So we are watching that one with full detail as he continues to put together his first program on the football field. Quinn, a coach, I mean, when you see your players go to that next level, obviously exciting, in some capacity. Talk to me about what it's like for you as a coach and what the coaches are feeling right now, seeing their kids kind of move on into a new family, if you will.
Oh, it's awesome. It's an incredible feeling. I mean, just being a part of the area in general, like growing up here and everything like that. I mean, getting to see the area kind of expand and get noticed for the talent that we put out. Because, I mean, we get kind of like the bad rap of like, oh, there's no talent or whatever, but there is. There's a lot of talent in our area, and days like today where you get to see people signed and stuff like that is the day that you get to see just who is moving on to that next level. As a coach, it's incredible. I mean, you always want your players to move on and go to college and do great things and stuff like that. So getting to see them move on is incredible. And then I mean, I can't say enough about YSU. They're getting great players, and I'm excited for them as well.
Absolutely. Scott Henthor chiming in saying, so lucky you guys showcase our local athletes so well. We never had this before like this, and thank you. Keep it up. No, thank you. I mean, you're the supporters. We're just here to be the platform. If we wouldn't, there would be no YSN. If there was no, I guess, Y, there'd be no you. So, sorry.
We'll never back out on you last second.
We will try to properly retweet as much as we can. Ty, how about you? What is? I mean, you've been following Todd Simons since the jump this year. You've almost been like a fly on his shoulder, kind of tracing him from basketball and football standpoint. This has got to make you proud, seeing he's going to a Division I program that has competed for a national championship prior to his arrival.
And it's definitely the Austintown community. You can definitely tell is proud of him, because a lot of people talk about him around the community, and they knew they had something special with him. And you got to remember, this guy's a multi-sport athlete too. So we've seen him have tremendous success not only in football as a receiver, but also in basketball too. And what he's doing there, he's about, we keep saying it, almost right there to break the record all-time scoring in basketball. And from what I'm hearing too from Coach Beanie, he said there was just more football scholarships out there. So don't count out that he's going to try to walk on to the basketball team down there in West Virginia too, and try out and try making it there as well, with the type of athlete that he is and the type of things that he can do on both the field and the court. I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, definitely huge signing for the area that Todd Simons is going to the Big 12 and going to play with West Virginia and the Mountaineers.
Well, that would match up the style, right? It's wild and wonderful down there, so Todd Simons fits right in if he can join the basketball program as a walk-on. If you have a student athlete you would like to address and have kind of pushed out there, listen, we can't do it on our own. Make sure you send it over to us. It's info, I-N-F-O, at ysnlive.com. We'll make sure we get your student athlete out there. We just need to know who they're signing with. We'd like to have a picture if possible, or a graphic that we can put up on our website and promote on social media. We don't want to pick and choose. We want all of them. If you provide us one, we'll make sure it gets out there. We would like to know their GPA, what they're going to study, things of that nature, so we can put together a really nice story to get out to the public. So congratulations to all the student athletes signing today. Obviously, we weren't able to hit on all of them. Wanted to feature a few of them and just say congratulations, because it is the biggest day of your life until the day you either get married, have kids, all that stuff, get engaged. So congratulations to you. We're excited to keep watching on and continually watching you grow and turn into great people and great members of the community. So I think we have some more troubles with the K squared. The internet's been slow here to begin with. It's been an issue. I think I'm starting to buy into the Paul Munson conspiracy of the more people on here, the worse the connection is. But we will see. We will see.
I was hearing that typing again too. Is anybody else hearing it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. We've had people tell us about that before. Aaron chiming in says 2 local kids in Elite 11 as quarter. Yeah, Brady Shannon and was it Devin Sherwood getting chosen to go in the Elite 11? I think Devin's going to. Well, Devin's going to Indy, I thought, and Brady's going to Philly. So different places for different spaces, but that's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that tells you right now, those two are going to be looked at very, very high levels for what they do behind center. So that's a story by itself. And 21, our partners over at WFMJ did a fantastic job. Josh Fitch, all over that, like a blanket on a December night. So congratulations to Josh, really stepping up, the coverage of that. So love seeing that. Love having this local coverage, especially to kick off our show. But got some things to talk about, boys. Namely, it is this one. We didn't get to talk about this yesterday because trivia. NCAA football returning to consoles. This blew up the internet yesterday. First thing I did was I texted my wife. I said, well, it was a good run, but looks like we're going to have to buy another console. So there's no announcement as to when. There's no announcement as to what season it's going to come out. Everybody anticipates it's going to be this year, but they got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of things that have advanced since the last time, 2014? There was no transfer portal, anything like that. So what are you most excited about with this NCAA football coming back to the new consoles? Billy?
It'll probably be next year. It'll probably be 2022 when they come out with, to give them a whole year to kind of set it up. But the craziness that my crew and I would do the online dynasty stuff, and it got competitive, to say the least. I mean, there was money being thrown around. There was teaming up on people to recruit quarterbacks when guys needed quarterbacks. There's payoffs. It was mayhem. It was adult mayhem, acting like 5-year-olds. And I can't wait for it to come back and do it all over again.
Paul, I know you're a big NCAA guy when it comes to the video game. Are you excited, or does this kind of put a pin in what you were building your dynasty from 2014?
I mean, listen, I'm excited it's back for sure. Because I think it was one of the best video games that were out there. I mean, I have like at least 3 or 4 of those seasons from the Xbox. But I'll be honest, like I'm excited to see it come back, but it doesn't do me any good. So
why?
Because it's only
Florida State stinks.
No, because it's only for the new consoles, and I'm not going to go spend $300-400 on a console. So
500.
Or 500. Listen, if they can make it for my Xbox and I get to play it on that, then great.
If they can make it for your Wii,
yeah.
Yes.
No, you've got my Wii. My Wii's down there.
Brian's got your Wii. I have no idea where that went to.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it's not compatible for the one I have, then I don't care, because then it's it's useless. So, I mean, I'll be interested to see if anybody gets it and what it looks like and how cool it would be, and maybe I'll hang out with them. But I
can promise you one thing, Paul. It'll be down here at HQ. We will invest.
And I'll have one too.
Yeah, we will invest in a new console for HQ and get that, because that's, what we've done with Bowling Green and head coach Steve Leslie over the course of the last year is phenomenal. And I can only imagine what we can do with Coach Leslie again and Richie and a box of Starbursts to see what goes on. Quinn, you were a part of that dynasty with Bowling Green. You excited to see the next version come out?
Absolutely. I'm ready for Steve Leslie to make his return. But other than that, yeah, I'm excited. I'm a big NCAA football 14 guy. I'm still playing that now. Every night I play it. So I'm excited. It's going to force me to find a way to buy a PlayStation now, but we'll make it work, I guess.
Well, I'm just letting you know we're buying an Xbox here, so that's the way it goes. We're Microsoft family. All right, Ty, are you a video game guy?
Oh yeah. I mostly live in sports video games anymore. I don't really get too much into the other video games, but I am about 10 seasons deep into my NBA, my Madden, and I still on my 360. I still play MLB 2K13 and NCAA 14 because MLB stopped making games for Xbox after 13, and then so did NCAA. But both NCAA is coming back, and the show is coming over to Xbox.
I love it
for the next one. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have all my sports games back and have a little bit more to play. But I'm super excited and super pumped to have both NCAA and an MLB game back on Xbox.
So let me ask this question, because this is the question that has not been brought up. If it's that easy to bring back NCAA, why wouldn't someone come out with a high school game? Because I think that would be phenomenal. Imagine making your own like just generic. You can create your own high school. You can create your own uniforms. You can just basically create a game. And you can have the graphics. All you got to do is change the way people look, the numbers, where they're from, stuff like that. I mean, would that be unbelievable, or would you not want to see that?
I think in the past, the NCAA had a feature in previous ones where you were one player and you had to do certain things coming out of high school in the playoffs and then go win a state championship. And that got you an opportunity to pick certain schools to go play for. So they kind of had a brief high school thing in there. I don't think I'd be interested in it.
There was like, at the end, there was always like 4 teams that was like, the Northeast Bandits or something, and you could go in and change their name. And it was mainly that was a lot of times in like the pro game. You'd have like a couple schlubs teams that were at the end, and you could change their name and logos and stuff. I mean, but
personally, and I think Billy Mack
to pay him like.
I feel like Billy Mack might be on the same boat as me with this one. I would want, for me, I'd be selfish and I'd want way too much attention to detail to it. So like I'd want to see like if we're playing like Ursuline versus Mooney, I want to see like them playing, and I know they play in YSU Stadium, but I want to see them playing in like their home field. Like if Warren Harding's playing, I want it to look like Warren Harding.
But wouldn't it be cool to be able to build that? Build that stadium. Telling me you wouldn't do it, I would do it in a heartbeat.
I mean, it would be fun, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like it would be way more interesting if they put the attention to detail of truly putting in high school teams.
Forget that. I would build YSN Stadium in a heartbeat, and the East Palestine Bulldogs would be mighty once again. Ladies, are you video game gals? I guess. I mean, like when you look at this, like do your significant others play video games, and is it does it bother you, or are you jump in and grab the sticks? Oh, where'd they go?
We are not. I mean, I think at one point my husband was a video game guy. Okay, sorry, we're having major technical difficulties over here. No, we both are not video game people. I think we got like a Game Boy one year for Christmas, and I don't think we ever used it. No, yes, we did. We slayed Mario Brothers. That was awesome. I don't know if that counts, but I think my husband would avoid going to class in college by playing video games, but yeah, I haven't.
Not Tommy.
It's not like a game. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Him and Joey.
80+ student.
Well, let me ask you this: both with kids,
exactly
are they?
Him and Joey would sit in their room and play video games.
Are your kids old enough to have their own console or to get in on video games?
No, my little guy's only 2.5, and he's like all dino all day. And is there a delay?
There's a little bit of a delay, yeah.
Is this conversation terrible? Should we leave?
No, we'll keep it going, but it's always good to hear the other side, because I always feel like, and Billy, I know you're in the same boat. Every time you want a new video game, or it's almost that scenario where you have to justify it. Like, well, I mean, sales were great this month, so I'm just gonna get a video game so that way I can take my mind off it and just completely, delete everything from my mind and relax. This is how I relax. Do you I feel like that's always the case, but reality is for me it's mind numbing. I don't have to make many decisions. It's pass or throw, right? So, and it's always fun to see names like
that's the
like
same,
I will. What's that?
Pass or throw.
Oh, pass or run. Sorry, Paul. This is why I need video games in my life, so I don't have to make decisions. Like, did I actually just say the right thing? Like living life like Jeff Bezos would be wonderful for me. Just a vacation.
Oh, yeah. It's just a late every day.
Paige says, wake up, work, video games, sleep, repeat. Burbick says, no time for video games at G. Burbick Farms. That's because, Greg, the last time you played a video game, it was probably Pac-Man.
Pong.
Pong.
pass or throw. All right, so the redneck's gonna get in on this now. Let's. I mean, excitement level 1 to 10. How you feeling about NCAA coming up? Billy?
11.
That excited. Paul?
7.
Ladies?
I'm so excited for everybody who really does this.
What a PR move right there. Quinn?
Yeah, I'm with Billy. 11.
11. Ty?
Yeah, for sure. 11.
I'm at a 9. So we'll go there. I'm not that excited. Like, I'm excited, but I'm not like over the moon excited. Like, I know Billy's like chomping at the bit, like looking up articles on when it's coming out, who's going to be the cover athlete, all that stuff.
I already did all that.
Yeah, Michael Page is at a 12. So we are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about YSN, try to get past this delay we have with the ladies, and we're going to talk about why it's so important for sponsorships of YSN, where the money goes, how to get involved, and who to contact to get involved with sponsoring YSN and the shows we have, and of course the games we have. All that and more are coming up on the YSN Power Hour, presented by these great sponsors.
DEL Lift Rentals and Sales is locally owned and operated with over 30 years experience. We specialize in lifts of all types and sizes, including forklifts, scissor lifts, and boom lifts. We offer low rates and long-term rentals, as well as fast on-time delivery, often free in the local area. We also sell a variety of used equipment. Visit us at WeRentLifts.com or at 7891 Southern Boulevard in Boardman, or by phone at 330-549-0855.
DEL is your local lift expert.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Hi, this is Jim Myers with Myers Family Insurance, your local Medicare and retirement resource. We're excited to have sports back. Whether you're on the field or cheering from the stands, sports unifies communities and brings hope for the future. We're all one team working together. At Myers Family Insurance, we know the importance of a great team.
Our team continues to grow to help you with your Medicare and retirement needs.
The annual election period is October 15th through December 7th. Now's the time to make sure your plan continues to meet your needs for the upcoming year.
Call today.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
And a perfect segue into our K-Squared Marketing ladies, who are our guests today on the show. I'll tell you what, they have done so much for us here at YSN from the standpoint of sales and marketing and ideas and thoughts, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on as we're going to dive into hopefully a better stream of them. Ladies, take it away from a standpoint of YSN and why it's so important for the people you know, the brands that you represent, to be part of what we do here at the network.
Sure. So, and hopefully we get through this without any like painful delays. Sorry, this is like, I know that that's annoying with a conversation like this, but anyway, YSN is doing things, quite frankly, that no other platform, no other really advertiser is offering. So when in our previous life we bought media, and we can tell you with complete certainty that we continue to buy media as well, right? So no other platform, no other entity that we buy media from has offered the return on investment for our clients that YSN has. So we'll take our one of our clients is WRS, and that was sort of the segue of how we got involved with YSN from a sponsorship standpoint. And for our clients, WRS, they are able to strategically target which markets that they want their brand to be exposed to. So if they know that, hey, I've got a lot of family and friends and associates in the Poland market, I'm going to go ahead and heavily saturate the airwaves for the Poland games. So that's one thing that I think is so beneficial to getting involved with YSN from a advertiser standpoint, is that you can be extremely targeted and strategic in how your branding and how your messaging is displayed. Also, it's so dynamic. You can do logo recognition, you can do audio spots, you can do video spots. The length of your spot can vary so much differently. There's way more in just, I guess, in ways to reach your audience just intrinsically as well. I mean, if you look at the broadcasts that happening like Open Look, you know, there's WRS that's on the desk, there's WRS that's within the broadcast. So the guys have seen just such an incredible return and have had current clients and prospective clients come up to them. Like we just had a meeting today, and one of the partners said that somebody approached him in the gym and just thanked him for underwriting the basketball season. And he's never seen this guy before, never talked to this guy before. Well, he would see him, you know, just kind of hanging out in the gym, but it's not like they spoke before this, but they just recognized him from the spots on Open Look and really everywhere. And he just came up and thanked him, and that's, you know, worth its weight in gold. And another, a final sort of point that I want to make, and this is sort of the exclamation point on this whole conversation, is that a lot of our clients and a lot of other people, other businesses in the community are looking for ways to advertise and expand their footprint that is pandemic proof. So 2020 threw everybody a curveball. If you were heavily involved in sort of maybe like event sponsorships before, or if you relied on doing even door-to-door sales, there's a lot of people out there that businesses have been affected by not being able to go out and do that face-to-face sales. And so I think, you know, when you advertise on a platform like YSN, it is pandemic proof, because it is a way to...
Well, we lost him. We made it halfway there. We were almost there. I felt like we were at the 22-second mark, and we just lost him. So the question I was going to ask, oh, they're back. Hang on, get there. Almost there. There's the circle. There we go. Almost. We made it almost there, ladies. Colin, finish up.
I think what Colin was saying was that this is a way to get sort of a face-to-face with clients without being face-to-face. And what I would like to add to that is that it's also such a community-based way. Not only is it pandemic proof, but it's also such a great way to help support the community. help support the athletes while also getting your name out there. I mean, you guys just showed some incredible numbers that went back to the school districts, and I think that means a lot to advertisers as well. So yes, it checks off a lot of blocks that people are looking for, and when they buy advertising or when they get involved in a sponsorship. So you are not only, like Kelsey said, supporting the community and expanding your footprint in the community that you work in, but you also have the ability to be highly targeted. And then like we were saying just a couple of minutes ago, it's pandemic proof, because even if there is a halt to live sports, the platform offers so much more content. So, the ability to have your logo recognition across shows like this. So it's a really targeted and unique way for people to continue to advertise, be involved in their communities, and make sure that they're getting their messaging across in any predicament such as a pandemic that we may face.
No, we love it, and we're so appreciative to have you as part of the team. And some of the things that people won't understand or know yet because it's been behind the scenes, these two ladies are going to be heavily involved in the front side of operation here at YSN as well. We'll be giving them their own show to be able to talk about kind of the other side of the coin, the stuff that we can't talk about because let's just face it, we're not there. We're not living in your shoes. We're excited for the female side of sports to be broadcast at some point in 2021 when we get the technical difficulties sorted out, and we'll get that all taken care of. But ladies, how do people contact you if they want to get involved with YSN?
Sure. So best way, either you can email us. I think that's the best way to get a hold of us. Colin, KOLLIN at ksquared.marketing, or Kelsey at ksquared.marketing.
Awesome. And the best way to do it after is to make sure everybody knows it, is put it in the chat. So hop on the Power Hour, put it in the chat so everybody knows it. They can save it. And obviously this gets saved to Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube as well, so everybody will see it. So ladies, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you so much. Looking forward to the continued partnership and getting you out there in front of the masses and letting... Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk later. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Man, technical difficulties drive me nuts, but they are so awesome to have on a show like this because they give such a different perspective. I just wish that delay, like the delays, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. So there's going to be a quiz on this, so I hope you guys were taking notes. Let's go to what do we have here? Oh, while we have a second, YSN Sideline Store. You can still get 25% off with code SPIRIT21. It's Spirit21. I will put the link in the comments here on the YSN Power Hour, as we always do. Lots of good stuff. Now, what I understand is the quicker you buy, the better opportunity you have to get what you want because the sizes kind of fluctuate in and out as the availability. So make sure you check the website. Get if it's there, buy it now. And then if you can't, keep buying because it's 25% off. I think it's good for the next 3 weeks or so. So if it's not there now, it might be back in 3 weeks. So keep on buying. We're so proud to have people see YSN. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I saw somebody the other day. I don't even know who they are. There, I needed that. Sorry, that one was for me. I saw somebody at the grocery store wearing a YSN hoodie, and I was like, I don't even have that. Where did you get that? Oh, that's YSN Sideline Store. They didn't even recognize me. It was kind of weird. So
why are you asking me about my clothes, sir?
Yeah, I thought you were taller.
Yeah,
chubby little bastard.
Work, I thought you'd be bigger.
So let's talk about the Super Bowl. We haven't really focused in on the big game quite yet. We were going to save this for Friday, but there's a lot more things we have going on Friday, as well as Rough and Rowdy and the open look. So let's talk about the big game. Does anybody have the warm and fuzzies on either side about one team over the other? Billy?
I mean, I like Tampa Bay in this game. I just I don't like the way the Chiefs were playing coming into the postseason. I didn't like the way that they played. They won games, don't get me wrong. They got here, but it's just, I think the NFL is rigged, and I don't care what anybody's got to say, and you're not going to change my damn mind about it. So this is going to be Tom Brady's 400th Super Bowl win.
Ty?
For me personally, I'm kind of torn because I feel like opposite of Billy, but I feel like it could go either way because I've been calling the Chiefs since the beginning of the season as it was theirs to lose. But I also agree with Billy that Chiefs haven't been playing some of their best, where Tampa Bay defensively especially has been, and Tom Brady is Tom Brady in the playoffs. But it's hard to call either side because I could really see it going either way. I don't think there's a clear definitive favorite in this one. And hopefully we're just in for a really good game coming up on Sunday.
Interesting. Paulie, who do you like?
Both teams got good storylines. You're going to either see a first-time back-to-back champion since 04-03 with Tom Brady, or Tom Brady's going to ruin it and be like, nah, nobody's going to do that besides me here for a while, and kind of, go out there and spoil it. I don't like the way that they played in the second half, Tampa Bay, of the NFC Championship game. They did enough in the first half to win that game, and then they kind of limped through the second half. So that kind of makes me weary of them. And like what Billy said with Kansas City, but Kansas City just finds a way, man. If I had to lay some money down, I would probably put my money on Kansas City because just seeing them all year, you give Mahomes a couple minutes, he's going to go that 70, 80 yards and get points. So I think.
But isn't that what they say about Rodgers too? Like, isn't that what everybody that plays Tom Brady, isn't that what they say? Well, if you give them too much time, they can move this ball downfield, but they never do.
Yeah, but Mahomes has, and you've seen it, and you watch it over the last back half of the season, and you give him the time, he's gonna slice you up. We've talked about it. They got a lot of weapons. You're either gonna double team Hill or you're gonna double team Kelsey, and one of those guys are gonna get open and do some damage for you. So.
Patty Mahomes only lost in the playoffs game against Tom Brady with way less offensive weapons around him too.
Can I say this? If Tom Brady loses, right? Let's say he goes and loses. At some point, we got to talk about this dude is going to be up there with one of the most losses in Super Bowl history, right? Like, yeah, he's got 6 rings, but he's going to have four losses?
4 losses.
Like,
but he still won more than he lost. Yeah, that's my point with LeBron.
But we dog. All right, so we dog LeBron
because he's lost more than he's won.
But for the losses, at some point, we got to start treating everybody the same here.
Yeah, if Tom Brady goes to 4 more Super Bowls and he loses every one, then you look at it and you go, okay, well, he lost more Super. Yeah, you're 6-8, and maybe that's not so good. But you also know that if he goes to 4 more Super Bowls and he wins every one, the argument that we had the other night in the group chat is no longer valid. Like, you can't sit there and be like, yeah, Joe Montana won all the Super Bowls he went to. Well, Tom Brady goes and wins 10 Super Bowls. Sorry about your luck. He's the GOAT.
Yeah. I honestly, right now, he probably is going to be the greatest quarterback of all time. He's going to have a lot of the stats. He's going to have 6 rings. If he wins Sunday, he's going to have 7 rings. So that surpasses a lot of those guys. The whole argument with LeBum is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. And he just adds to the crap he just did over the last couple days with, we really appreciate the fans being here. We live off them. We thrive off them. We want the fans to be in the stands. And you get fans in there and somebody's heckling you and you go off and call them a bunch of ignorant names. It's like you make yourself look like an ass. I'm sorry. He's a bum. He's a bum.
And we go over to the number 1 LeBron James fan in the world, Quinn Pushkar. Quinn, your thoughts on this?
Well, since we're talking about the Super Bowl and not LeBron, I'm going to stick with the Super Bowl, and it's Tom Brady. Come on. How are you going to say Tom Brady's not going to win the Super Bowl? That's just my opinion. Tom Brady's going to win.
I didn't know how to feel about this game until, what was it, the other night? We were talking about it, and it just finally hit me. I saw the right tackle, the left tackle are out for Kansas City, and I thought, that's not good. Like, it's never good when you have your 2 biggest boys out. And it all starts up front. I mean, I think that's one thing that the Browns, Steelers, any football fan understands. It all starts up front. Tom Brady has done so much throughout his career with not a whole lot, right? Billy, you said Moss last night. That wasn't really Randy Moss. Like, if he had Randy Moss in his prime,
he had 22 touchdown catches with Brady. What are you talking about? That was really Randy Moss.
Single season touchdown.
I'm saying, what would happen if it was 5 years earlier?
He was a god at wide receiver that year with the Patriots.
Mardell saying Kansas City wins, trying to catch up on these damn months. What did Braun do to you? Is there an answer for that?
Well, I mean, it's just the whole fact that, we talk about he's lost more than he's won, and he's just a prima donna. And then you come out and you talk out of both sides of your mouth, it just bothered me.
How long until he goes back to talking about the I promise thing, to get him some good PR from all of this? I don't care. Like,
look going to our school. And
anytime you call a woman the B word, you're asking for it, right? Anytime a male calls a female anything derogatory, you're asking for it. We live in a different society. Not that you should say that ever as a gentleman, as a man. You don't put down women. But now it's especially LeBron knows that he lives on a 24/7 red light. Like, he is being recorded, he is being filmed everywhere he goes, and especially on the court. There's microphones and cameras around you. And then she goes on TikTok and explains her situation. I don't know. I don't know enough about that to get into it, but I will say this.
Like, did you see her?
Yeah.
There wasn't nothing real on that woman's body.
I'm not here to discuss that. Like, that doesn't make a difference. That does not make a difference one iota. What I'm here to say is Tom Brady doesn't do that. What does Tom Brady get caught on camera doing? Asking for his kid.
Playing with his kids, yeah.
That's the stuff.
Playing with Drew Brees' kids.
Yeah,
Drew Brees' kids on the football field.
At some point, and this isn't a LeBron versus Tom Brady thing, at some point a superstar recognizes that you are under constant supervision, whether you want it or not. That's part of being a superstar. It's part of being. It's part of doing what we do, guys. And I'm not saying we're not superstars.
You know what?
The only way that LeBron got brought to this conversation is because of how many times they both been to what would be their championship, right? So that was the only comparison that was really I was trying to make is if Tom Brady loses, he's climbing up into that category of he's got a whole bunch of Super Bowl losses. That's the only point I was trying to make.
As long as you
more than he lost.
There it is. You win more than you lose, and guess what? There's no argument against you. None.
And another perfect example of what we were just talking about there was, guys being in the spotlight and you never hear anything from them. As much as people hate the Yankees and as much as people dislike Derek Jeter, would you ever hear about that guy?
He got shot in a movie?
He got shot by Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Or that he was maybe dating J-Lo or somebody like that, but, you never saw him at the clubs. You never heard him saying anything.
As good of a shortstop he is, he's a terrible front office guy. Awful. He has blown up the Marlins.
They went to the playoffs last year.
Brady gets caught on camera acting like a nerdy white dad, and I love it. I do too. I don't know if that's just what I've come to, the stage that I'm at. I didn't get teary-eyed, but I got a little bit emotional when he went looking for his kid after that win.
Well, he's telling the security guard, let him in. Let him in.
Well, he said, can I talk to my son? Can I talk to my son? And he climbs up. And then you wonder what he said. You wonder what the conversation was like. And then the next day you see it and you hear it. And it was, that's pretty cool, buddy. We're going back to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady is, he's the nerdy dad that everybody has that nobody wants to admit to until Tom Brady does it. And then it's cool. I don't know. What am I getting come on man for?
I think that was Seidel saying that to Paige because Paige said something about Broad being the GOAT.
I'm not gonna hate basketball because LeBron James is a turd sometimes. I love what he does on the basketball court. He just what was he thinking last night? I wasn't gonna bring it up, but Billy brought LBJ in here. You lassoed him in. You can get him out of here, Billy. Here's your opportunity.
I'm. It's best to just say, let's just move it along.
Quinn, what was he thinking?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't care.
Too busy
Play
retweeting
basketball. That's all I care about at this point. Go play
he was
basketball.
probably getting heckled, and he couldn't take it, and he was probably getting pissed because they were heckling him. So he turns and says that guy's whatever he said, a steroid monster or something, and says some mean words to her because you know what? He doesn't want to be heckled. He can't take it. So whatever.
From a guy who's selling probably cocaine down in Florida and buying boob jobs for his wife.
What does that have?
30-minute discussion.
Like, I just don't care that athletes should be allowed to talk smack back to fans.
Not like that.
Why not? If you're coming at them, they should be able to come at you.
But they're held to a higher standard, bro.
Shouldn't. They're human. Period.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll remember that the next time that they want to be in the spotlight and paid zillions of dollars for, they're just humans. They shouldn't be paid this. They're not super athletes. They're just humans, right? Like it doesn't work both ways.
I don't think why they can't have fun and talk smack back.
I don't think that was talking smack.
There's a difference between
sometimes they can kill you. They got good stuff.
And you're not.
Calling somebody the B word is not good smack talk.
Reggie Miller used to say it to his players all the time.
You, buddy.
Reggie Miller said it to his players? Did he ever say it to a woman?
I don't know. Probably. Who knows? He was the biggest smack talker in the
Billy,
NBA history.
Here it is. Here's where we're going to put you.
Billy, you just said he talked.
Didn't Reggie Miller grab his crotch at Spike Lee's wife or something like that?
Thomas and Michael Jordan.
Let me ask you this, Billy. You're sitting in the front row. You pop off at LeBron James. He says something back to you, and then let's say Kate says something back to him, and he drops the B word. How does that go for you?
First off, I better have some good lines to come at LeBron. Like, it better be a one-hitter quitter if I'm going to hit him hard with something. If he comes back, I'm coming right back at him.
What if he comes at Kate?
Then Kate can handle her own.
I understand.
She can spit off some things at you too. So yeah, we're gonna be tripping all night. What am I gonna do? Fight LeBron? I'm 5'8". He's 6'9". What am I gonna do? Fight him? That's an L.
I mean, Rough and Rowdy is this Friday.
But do you think it would be right if he turned around and said, "Hey, buddy, keep your blank quiet because she's popping off at the mouth"? What are you gonna say to that?
I'm going to talk back because I'm not going to fight him. Again, 6'9", 5'8".
That's the thing. Paige has.
You know what happens during a timeout? He's going to call security over and say, "Get those two out of here because they're talking smack and I don't want to hear it anymore."
And that was the way to do it. You want them out of there. There's ways to do it where it doesn't have to be. LeBron does this when LeBron's name's not in the news. Did you ever notice that? Every time that somebody else is out there. He always finds his way into the spotlight somehow. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But if he can't just play basketball and get his name in the news anymore, he's got to do something that is magnified by the mainstream media. All he has to do is exactly what Michael Page is pointing out. Just look at the dude and laugh because you just paid thousands of dollars. You paid my paycheck, maybe a portion of it, to see me play, and you want to pop off? Fine. But say that to me at the restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, say that to me when the cameras are off. I mean, it's interesting. It's Coach Seidel saying the LeBron era will be remembered as one of those worst eras in NBA history. One-man wrecking crew to the association. I think there's some truth to that. There's also some wiggle room. Let's be real. If I ever got front row tickets, I would not take that.
It's probably true. Because I would talk smack to athletes.
All right, let's get to these prop bets. I want to talk about these real quick. These are prop bets from, I believe they are from FanDuel. All right, so we're going to go around real quick. Which team will score first, Kansas City or Tampa Bay? Billy?
Whoever gets the ball first. So I guess it's a coin flip one too. Let's say Kansas City. They've outscored their opponents in the first quarter all year long.
Ty, what's the result of the coin toss? Heads or tails?
We're going to go tails.
All right, Paul. Will the first quarter have over or under 12.5 combined points scored?
Over.
Quinn, who will have more passing yards, Mahomes or Brady?
Full game? Does it go by quarter?
No. First drive.
There's ones that I've seen that go by quarters. Brady will.
Okay. Billy, which quarterback will be sacked first?
Mahomes.
All right, next. Ty, will Patrick Mahomes throw for a third quarter touchdown?
A third quarter touchdown? Sure. Why not?
It's a prop bet, man. Prop bet. Will Tom Brady throw a second quarter touchdown? Paul?
No.
Are you making bets on our behalf on FanDuel?
No, I'm going to pass this out to you guys after. We're going to have a little side hustle.
Okay.
Little do we know, we just put in $50 a piece. That's after the show.
Quinn, will either team score a touchdown in their opening drive?
Yes.
Okay. Billy, will either team attempt a 2-point conversion during the game?
No.
Ty, will there be a defensive or special teams touchdown scored by either team?
Yes.
All right, Paul, will Kansas City score more points in the first half or second half and OT?
First.
Okay. Same question to you, Quinn, except for Tampa Bay.
Second.
All right. Billy, will Tom Brady have a rushing touchdown?
No.
That's the one I'm going to click yes on. Down at the 1-yard line, we all know Tom Brady likes to go QB sneak. All right. Ty, will Patrick Mahomes have a rushing touchdown?
Yeah, I think so.
12-yard
will Kansas City, if it's a 12-yard touchdown, that's going to be awesome. Will Kansas City's first reception be made by a running back, tight end, or wide receiver?
Ooh, that's a good.
Running back, okay. So it's running back and tight end, and then wide receiver. So you get the running back and Kelsey as well.
Ooh, that's a double whammy or double bonus. Sorry.
Quinn, who will catch a pass first, Chris Godwin or Mike Evans?
Evans.
Mm-hmm.
With the way he's gone against Packers, I don't think we ain't catching shit.
Who will have a catch first, Travis Kelsey or Tyreek Hill? Billy.
Hill. Be like the second play of the game.
Ty, who will have a catch first, Gronkowski or Brait?
Gronk. They'll get Gronk involved early, I think.
Paul, which team will record the most sacks?
Tampa Bay.
Okay. Quinn, will Clyde Edwards-Helaire score a touchdown?
Yes.
Billy, Leonard Fournette, will he score a touchdown?
Hell no.
Ty, will either team record an interception?
Yes.
You better hope so. We called for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, I know. I have to kind of
say it could be a fumble. Will Tom Brady have over or under 2.5 passing touchdowns? Paul.
Over.
Quinn. Will Patrick Mahomes have over 2.5 passing touchdowns? Over or under?
Under.
All right, and here's one for everybody, if I can get it out. Will the winning coach have Gatorade or water dumped on him? Billy.
If it's Gatorade, can we say the color of Gatorade? What flavor of Gatorade is going to be dumped on him?
Yeah, you can do that.
Gatorade. White.
All right. Ty?
We're going to go Gatorade, lemon lime.
Paul?
Since I picked the Chiefs, I'm going to say Gatorade and it's fruit punch.
Just because you're a fruit punch weirdo. Like every Gatorade you like is fruit punch.
I like
Quinn.
wine punch too.
It's going to be Gatorade and it's going to be orange because only winners drink orange Gatorade.
All right. I'm going to go with water. Because I think Bruce Arians would be pissed if someone stained his white shirt that he'll be wearing on the sidelines. Even though it is supposed to rain. So that's kind of a bummer. Paige says Gatorade's going to be orange. Put the money down.
There's definitely bets like that. I think I've definitely bet that before. What color the Gatorade?
Oh, we're like I'm gonna find the max prop one, and I'm gonna get them to all of us, and we're gonna put some. I mean, we're gonna put some chocolate candies down because betting's illegal still in Ohio.
We'll put some firm, manly handshakes down for each other.
LBJ said it didn't warrant an ejection, and he liked the interaction with her husband. Then someone else started talking. The national anthem over-under is always a good one. That's a good one to get it started. Mardell says Honey Badger is going to have a pick. Paul would legit have Hawaiian Punch water fountain in his room like Mr. Deeds. I would
Absolutely.
too. And you getting some daps here from Pager. All right, let's get to our G Burbick Farms. What's your beef? What's your filet to finish out the show? We're already in overtime. Quinn, what is your beef?
I don't got beef. I got fillets today. It's all fillets for EA Sports. They're coming back with college football. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And I'm buying stock in EA, so I'm ready to go.
Crypto and EA?
Absolutely.
All right, Paulie.
Mine's a beef. Mine's with technology right now. My computer took a crap like right when we came back from break, so they gave me like a little replacement computer, and all my settings are gone, like to the point where like I go to print something and it just magically goes somewhere else, and I can't find it. Like it says it goes to the teacher workroom. It's not there. I was trying to print stuff out. I don't know where it is, where it went to, and I can't print things out. So like there's other settings that are on here that are done. I got to get the tech guy to come in because it doesn't show where I can change it to. I have a printer 3 feet away from me. It won't go there. I can't get it to change, and I'm having to send things down to Donnie so that he can print them out for me.
Yeah, USB cord, you could manually plug it in from one to one. You don't have to worry about the connection.
It's true.
Yeah. No. Nope. That's why.
I'm trying to help you, brother. I'm trying to help you out here, man.
That's why we have a tech guy here who's an absolute genius, and he can figure anything out, and that's why he's here to do it. So,
hi, Avery.
I'll let
It
him.
will not wire those two together. It's impossible.
All right, Max Solo, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I got fillets. For EA coming back. I mean, it's pretty sweet. Big fillet for this weekend coming up for the Super Bowl. So
I'm drinking it.
Excited.
I'm excited.
Excitement.
It's a big couple days here. I mean, for a lot of different reasons. Birthday coming up on Friday, number 36. I'm excited. Have you guys around for the first time really since football season, which we had a lot of fun on Friday night. So it's going to be cool again to have Ack here and hopefully Nick's in the mix as well. And it looks like I'm going back to my roots and doing a South Range game on Friday. So it's going to be fun. So looking forward to that. I'm in the same boat. I'm looking forward to some good college football games coming out, and hopefully somebody takes the bull by the horns and makes that high school football game, because I think that'd be sweet. I think that'd be really cool. I would buy it for sure. So that is going to do it for our show. We want to thank the girls from K Squared Marketing for stopping in, telling us about what they do, how they do it, and make sure you contact them. And I'm not just talking for YSN. If you want your brand to go to the next level, make sure you contact our ladies over at K Squared Marketing, because they are the ones that are they're going to be able to do it. Look what YSN's done since they've had a hand in the mix. So hats off, not that we have hats on right now, but hats off to the ladies for what they've done here at YSN. And again, if you're a small business owner who doesn't know anything or very little about marketing, or just wants to take your marketing to the next level, they're the ones you call. So make sure you email them today. That's going to do it for our show. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to our panelists. And, of course, thanks to you for tuning in. We'll see you guys all tomorrow on a Thursday edition of the YSN Power Hour, brought to you by our awesome sponsors.